I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you how to make a Blackberry Galette, kind of like a crostada, kind of like a tart. Very easy, very simple. It looks impressive, sounds impressive, and it is impressive, but it's really easy, which you know I'm all about. We're going to start making the crust. I'm making my Nonna's crostada crust because I just love it. This makes double what you need, but I never cut it in half because it freezes really well. Flour, sugar and salt, lots of unsalted butter, cold, egg yolks, some vanilla, lemon, and a little bit of water. So like I said, this is going to make 2 pie crusts. You only need 1, but the other one, just pop it in the freezer. We are getting into the time of year where we bake anyway, so it's nice to make a little extra, throw it in the freezer. That way you have it handy throughout the fall and holiday season, because pie crust does last a very long time in the freezer. So let's get started. I'm going to make mine in my food processor because I'm lazy today. But you can also just go ahead and do this by hand, of course. Just take the flour, salt, and sugar. Mix that around just a little tiny bit. Add it to your processor. And then you're going to go ahead and add the butter. Add that straight in. And you're going to pulse this until the butter is evenly distributed throughout your dry ingredients. And you want the size of the butter to resemble the size of like frozen peas, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. That is great. You can see the butter right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we're going to add a little lemon zest. Orange is also great. Clementines, as you know, are what I use pretty much in all of my my winter baking. I use clementines in anything that requires citrus. Use what you got. Use what's around, you know. Some egg yolks. And ordinarily, I would use a little bit of vanillina, but today I'm going to go ahead and use my vanilla extract, which you guys know I make from scratch. It's very easy. I do have a whole video dedicated on it here or on my website at laurainthekitchen.com. I'm just going to also go ahead and start by adding about a tablespoon or 2 of water just to get it going. And then as I pulse, I'm going to drizzle a little bit more water until you get the consistency of dough. Take your dough out. I just place it on a very lightly floured surface. Get every single bit out of there. It already smells really good because of the lemon and the vanilla. And it does also have a beautiful color because of the egg yolks. This is just my Nonna's go-to pie crust. And when I was little, if we made pie, crostata, anything with this crust and there was any leftover, she would roll it out and make pie crust cookies and just sprinkle them with powdered sugar when they were done, and they were absolute heaven. I'm gonna just go ahead and divide this into 2. Okay, I'm gonna form each one into a disc, like yay big. I'm gonna cover both of these in plastic wrap and pop them into the fridge for about an hour. And then we proceed to the next step. Okay, pie crust was in the fridge. Remember, we made 2 of these. The other one I'm going to stick in the freezer, and then this one, it is ready to roll. I have my oven preheated to 375. I've got a baking sheet with some parchment paper ready. I'm just lightly flouring my work surface. Make sure you take your pie crust out a few minutes before you need it, before you roll it out. And then for the filling, all you need are blackberries, flour, sugar. This is additional sugar for the top, some vanilla, some ground cardamom, and some lemon. And it is just phenomenal. It's so delicious. You are going to love it. All I'm going to do, with my rolling pin, is I'm going to roll out my pastry. Just be patient. Okay, that's what it should look like. Do not worry if it sort of cracks a little bit around the edges. And then to transport to my baking sheet, I just fold it into quarters. And then it doesn't matter that it's a little bit bigger than your baking sheet, and I'll show you why in a bit. This is ready. Set it aside for a second. You know what I'm saying? Because now we're going to make the filling. The filling is easy. I like easy. I don't know why I didn't just put the blackberries in a bigger bowl to begin with, but you know what? It's fine. You're going to add your sugar and your flour. Mix them together. Blackberries give out a lot of juice, so it needs it. You need vanilla. Then I'm gonna do, remember we zested half the lemon for the crust, and I'm just gonna go ahead and zest it the other half for the filling, and I'm also gonna juice the half of the lemon for the filling. Along with that, I'm gonna go ahead and add some ground cardamom. I love ground cardamom. It's beautiful and floral. It's not overpowering. I add about a half a teaspoon so that it's subtle, but you can add more if you would like. It's totally up to you. Go ahead and squeeze lemon. I like to do it over my microplane zester here so it catches any seeds. And now you're just gonna mix everything, and it looks like there's a lot of there's a lot of dry, there's a lot of flour and sugar. You have to have that because otherwise it really will become a mess. So once you have that, like so, I'm gonna bring this closer and just use my hands. Add that right to the center. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut a little bit of the excess of the crust, and I'll show you why in just a second. And then we're gonna fold. This is so easy. I mean, you don't have to worry about, you know I hate crimping and doing anything perfect to anything, but especially a pie. I find it to be it's just not my favorite. So at this point, you're gonna take this, right, and you're just gonna fold it, okay? Fold just like so, okay? And it not only is gonna obviously hold everything together, but it also gives you, and if it breaks a little bit, it's part of its charm. It's gonna give you a beautiful look, and it's easy, easy, easy. Isn't that beautiful? And then you're gonna take some egg wash, which is just an egg beaten with a little water or milk, whichever you prefer. I like to just brush that around. Gives it nice color. Sprinkle a little sugar around the edge. And this goes in a preheated 375 oven for about 40-ish minutes or so. And then you're gonna let it cool for a little bit, quite a bit. I like to cool on a wire rack before we serve. Look at that pretty girl. Now she was in the oven, and get it, make her a chic, she's pretty like that, She was in the oven for about 35 minutes. Let it cool quite a bit. I like to just slide it onto a cool wire rack and let it cool there for a bit. Sprinkle with some powdered sugar. You got some vanilla ice cream ready because you know how we do. And now we are going to cut right into this. It's still slightly warm, which is fine. I just don't want it to be too warm or it will fall apart. But look at that beauty. She's gorgeous, isn't she? Look at that filling, just beautiful, right? Beautiful. Interesting because the flour and the sugar, when you're mixing it, you're thinking, oh, that looks like a lot of flour. But when it mixes with the sugar and it mixes with all of the juices from the berries, it doesn't give you, I wanted to show you in here, it doesn't give you a gummy texture at all, but it just kind of helps give you a really thick, delicious filling, like a pie filling. You know what I mean? It just mixes really, really well with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Listen, 'tis the season for the sugar. 'Tis the season for all things delicious, and I'm still lucky enough that I was able to find really beautiful blackberries, but you can make this with apples. In fact, we will make an updated version with apples and maybe some fall spices, It's just fantastic. It's beautiful. Wow. No doubt. It's just gorgeous. I love a filling that is plump, juicy, but doesn't run all over the place, because then you have like a dry pie because there's no juice in there. You know what I mean? This is utter perfection. The crust is gorgeous and delicious and flaky. With the ice cream, marriage made in food heaven. Go to laurainthekitchen.com for the written recipe. Hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.